The math review video for lesson 3.8, correcting quotients. This lesson uses the knowledge that you already have about division, but it also tells you what to do when you don't solve it correctly the first try, which is going to happen. We all make mistakes. So this lesson is all about what to do when you do make a mistake and how to know when you made one. Let's look at our first example. 336 divided by 48. Remember, when we're dividing, we always start by estimating and figuring out where the first digit of our quotient belongs. So I look at 48, I know that it doesn't fit in 3, it doesn't fit in 33, it's going to fit in 336. So my first digit is going to go in the ones place right here. I'm going to look and I'm going to estimate. 48, I think, would fit into 336 about 6 times. So here's where I put the 6 and I multiply 48 times 6. 6 times 8 is 48. Put down my 8. Put down the 4. 6 times 4 is 24. Plus the 4 would be 28. So let me add that to my problem up here. And I need to subtract. First, I need to borrow. It's tight up here. 60 minus 8 is 8. Make that the 12. Take away 1 here. The 12 minus 8 is 4. Then I have 2 minus 2 is 0. Now my next step is divide 48 into 48. Well, here is one way that you can tell that you did not estimate and predict correctly. Since I subtracted and I wound up with 48, if I compare that to my divisor over here, I can tell that 48 could have fit into 336 one more time. If this number is equal to or greater than your divisor, that means you have not estimated correctly. So what I need to do is go back and try again. So I know that now 16 didn't work. I'm going to try one more because I know what I had left over was 48. So now if I do 7 times 48, 8 times 7 is 56, put down my 6, carry my 5. And then if I do 7 times 4 plus 5, I end up with 33. Put that right under here and subtract. 336 minus 336 is 0. I have nothing to bring down and I have nothing left under here, so my quotient is 7. Let's look at another example. 536 divided by 64. When I first go to divide, I need to figure out what place my first digit of the quotient belongs in. And I can tell by looking at this number that it goes in the ones place. So now I'm going to guess and use compatible numbers to help me. I look at 64 and think about that as about 60, and 536 is about 540. I know that 60 could fit into 540 about 9 times. But I could also think of it as 536 is kind of close to 480, and then use 60 again, and my estimate would be 8 for my quotient. I'm going to go ahead and try 9. So I put my 9 here, and then I figure out 64 times 9. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 6 is 54. Plus 3 is 57. So I would put that right under here to subtract. As soon as I look at it, I realize that the bottom number is larger than the top number, which means I can't solve this problem. My estimate of 9 is too high. So I need to go ahead and get rid of that and try again. go with 8. If I do 8 times 64, come up with 512. Subtract. 6 minus 2 is 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. 5 minus 5 is 0. Now, this number, as I compare it to my divisor, is less than 64, which means I have not estimated too low, and I couldn't subtract, so I have not estimated too high. So my quotient is 8, oops,